Hi, this is Scott from Scott and Tracy Traveling. Welcome to our channel. Our Mediterranean cruise on the Odyssey of the Seas had a port call in Rhodes, Greece. A review of the ship itself will be coming in a future video. If you're returning to our channel, thank you for your continued support. If you're new to our channel, we're glad you found us. We're a retired couple that loves to travel and have created this channel to hopefully inspire others of any age to travel while they're still able. We had never been to Rhodes and were out on deck as we pulled into port. The harbor and especially the old city walls were impressive. I believe the land in the distance is part of Turkey. Rhodes has been inhabited for thousands of years and in ancient times was famous for the colossal statue of the sun god Helios which stood in the harbor. The Colossus of Rhodes was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but was toppled by an earthquake over 2,000 years ago. Rhodes has been occupied and or visited by a number of civilizations such as the Minoans, Greeks, Romans, and the Persians. But probably what the Old Town is famous for today is its participation in the Crusades for the Holy Lands. Rhodes was occupied by a sect of crusading knights which called themselves the Knights of Rhodes. These knights transformed this town into a medieval city and fortified its walls. We docked so close to town that we could see over the walls and into the old city. And the water was so clear and blue. We had a tour scheduled for the day, but had a little time to explore before the start of the tour. Once off the ship, it was a short walk along the waterfront to one of the many town gates. Entering the old town through the sea gate, we quickly walked the nearly deserted streets. One of the famous parts of the city is the Street of Knights, where knights of many different countries were housed during the Crusades. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Then we met our tour guide and drove out of town to our first stop at Calathea Springs. It was a day resort that had a swimming beach with shaded loungers, gardens, and a beachfront cafe, and beautiful pebblestone mosaics. We only had about 45 minutes here, so we walked around the property and had drinks at the cafe. Driving further on, we stopped at a viewpoint to see St. Paul's Bay before parking above the nearby town of Lindos. This is the busy drop-off point below the parking lot in Lindos. We had walked down from the parking lot to the drop-off point and stood a little while enjoying the view of the town and its acropolis above. We only had about an hour here, so we had to choose between the Acropolis or an unhurried lunch. We opted for a slower lunch, so we headed through the town. It was a very cute town, but very hilly. Making it down to the beach, we quickly find a beachfront restaurant. We enjoy the great view of the ocean as we eat. After lunch, we start the slow climb up. Back at the drop-off point, we take the €1 shuttle up to the parking lot. Our guide then stops at a viewpoint for our final view of Lindos. Then it's back to the ship. Back at the dock, we have just 1 hour before all aboard, so we make a dash into town. The streets are busier now and most of the shops are open. Rhodes is such a picturesque town. We exit the town through the gate nearest the ship and get back on board. There is another beautiful sunset as we set sail from Rhodes. We really enjoyed this island and the short visit wasn't enough. We'll need to return someday. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our continuing journey.